Okay, I want to show you some more of that. Here are things we call indefinites. The indefinite pronouns, any, every, no, and some, relate to a series of words in English: body, time, thing, where, one, more, how, in a rule-driven way. Beth, would you read for me from this list up there, any and body? Just say anybody and then just go down the list.
Anybody, anytime, anything, anywhere, anyone, anyway, anymore, anyhow.
Super. Stephanie, would you start with some and go back? Would you do somehow and go on up? Okay.
Somehow, some more, some way, someone, somewhere, something, sometime, somebody.
Are these words common? Yes. Nobody can say anything if he doesn't, if she doesn't use these words. You know, anything from this list. You can't say anything at all. Yeah, these words are very common and they're absolutely structural, and kids love them because they are ready-made objects. She ate something.
Nobody can say anything, anytime, if somebody doesn't say something, sometime. Look at all of them.
Look at, I mean, they're everywhere, and it's very important. And now I'm going to show you how this is going to be done. Okay, Gail, would you send it down one to Megan? Okay. We're going to use the A, and we're going to combine it with boy, with time, with thing, with island. But let's just start with combining all four of them with boy. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's do anybody. The boy, we just see the body. He's wearing swimming trunks. And
Anybody.
okay. E.
Everybody.
N. Nobody.
Nobody.
S.
Somebody.
Okay. Now, I would like you to connect these with the watch, from which you'll get time, and make it say anytime.
Anytime.
Every time.
E. A.
I did it backwards. Tracy. Okay.
E. %.
No.
AI.
What has happened? We have this. We just need to go back to Minspeak. Okay. I'll explain that later. There's a way you can, without, if you
didn't do anything.
If you hit an unpredicted key, it will think you are trying to spell, and it will go right into spelling for you. So you don't have to hit a special key to go to spelling. Okay, now, E and watch, isn't it?
Every time.
Okay. Now, no time.
No time.
Sometime.
Sometime.
Okay, are we getting how this works?
Yes.
Okay, I think we are. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit more exercise on this. I am going to ask you to select our first verb. See the woman here? mother and child, and one hit on her, and then one hit on Mr. Action Man. Do you see Mr. Action Man? You know,
Love.
it's love. Now hit the mother and child again. Select mother and child, and then the bucket just splashing,
Loves.
and then mother and child and the bucket pouring.
Loving.
Mother and child and the bucket on its side.
Loved.
Beautiful. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you to do the very first complete sentence. And it will be related to what Jan just said, but it is everybody loves somebody sometime.
Everybody. Loves. Somebody. Sometime.
Wow. It's lovely. That's language. Do we see how relatively easy this is? Well, let's body, time, thing, where, one, way, more, how. There are a couple others like place and others that you can expand this to. But these are called the indefinites, and they're, strangely enough, they're not all pronouns. Occasionally there's a noun, like some way. We need to go some way, and that becomes a noun. And then, we'll see them as adjectives. I want some more cookies. You know, we do some more cookies. So I don't want to parse them beyond telling you many of them are pronouns, and they're called the indefinites, and English is filled with them. Guess what? French is filled with them as well. German has a whole why? All the modern languages have lots of them, and Latin had a lot of them. Quid, everything starting with QU had its quid was whatever.
What's quid pro quo?
What for what? It's what neuter as the subject. Pro is a pronoun meaning for, and then quo, is the, okay. Quid pro quo. And I guess that's the only phrase we have it in English, isn't it? But we say that a lot, quid pro quo. And all right, this is a very important bit of morphology. We would say word forms and word endings, and we're going to go back here, and I'm going to turn the light back on, and I think I want to turn the light back off. Do we see somebody and someone and nobody and nothing? Now, these, can anyone figure out why this is somebody? And would anyone figure out how you could teach that? Well, we have at least 10 people, yes.
The somebody, the grouping is the sum, and the one person in the hand is a body.
And it's somebody.
So it's somebody together.
Yeah, that's how it works. In fact, it's based on dominoes. You see,
Oh, yeah, okay.
you see, and they're a bunch of whatevers, they're bodies, and you're just like you're saying, it's somebody. Would you like to teach that to a cognitively limited child? look at the next one. Someone.
The body's turned a little black dot.
That's the
Well,
donut.
they're ones.
Yeah.
Oh, they're ones.
It's someone, but you're not just pointing to a one, you're pointing to a person. And you see you have two dominoes, and you see you have two hands. One hand is going this way, you know. Okay. Which is easier? Well, this is fantastically difficult, and if you tried to put, you know, that's somebody, wait till you get to some time. And, well, they don't generally go that far. But their system doesn't work beyond a few of these, and they're almost impossible to teach. Okay, so what was my purpose in starting this? High frequency, non-picture producing words often require two selections in Unity. Dividing the information conveyed by an abstract word is often more easily done with two icons. And then motor plans are helpful in learning the two hits. Let's see, Megan, you were very good about motor planning and also about finding the keys. What was the hardest thing about that exercise? Wasn't it finding the location of the key?
Not really. I mean, after you told me where it was, I could remember. But
I noticed a certain hesitation. You did it the best I've ever had anyone do it, because visual search tasks are very difficult. They're really mind absorbing, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Okay. I am going to talk about this, the determiners. These are some of my favorite words, and these are another example of the two-hit principle. Okay, Christelle, do you see the wizard up here? He has a wand and he points to things. That's what demonstratives do. So, I am going to select the wizard, and now select the finger.
This.
You see how that works? This. Okay, wizard, again, and the exit, pointing away.
That.
So there are two demonstratives in English, the close demonstrative and the far demonstrative. And Gail has this thing, everything that Miss Gail can reach in a therapy session is a this. Anything Miss Gail has to get up for is a that. Okay. Now, because that is so frequent, it's one of the top 10 words. We sometimes have a thing we do in which we hit it twice.
That.
Hit it twice.
That.
Okay, that is a shortcut. That's used for scanners, but there is a full this and a full that. Now, let's go to the wizard, and is there anything that would be plural that would be close by Miss Gale? Well, if you were playing dice, they'd be close to Miss Gale, so would you hit the wizard and then go down and hit the dice?
These.
English has 4 demonstratives. A near demonstrative this, a far demonstrative that, a near plural these, and a far plural those. Now, do you see anything that are obviously plural here and are far away? The mountains. So, Christelle, would you hit the wizard? And now would you hit the mountains?
Those.
Okay, so we get this, that, those. Folks, they're really, you see how dividing the information in two allows you to make it sort of transparent. Miss Gale even teaches these with a song. It's London Bridge, and I feel a song coming on. This and that and these and those, these and those, these and those, this and that and these and those. Now I can point to what I want. All core. It's very important. In early, what do you want? Do you want this one or that one? You say that one. And this one. How often do we say this one and that one? Oh yeah, just a lot.
Might not say toaster, but you might say that.
Oh yes, you'll say that. You'll say that one. Which of these toasters do you want? That one.
Or which of these do you want?
Which of these do you want? That one. I mean, this is how language works. These are real subject, verb, object-y things. Okay. But by dividing it in two, it makes more sense. Okay. Okay. Okay, you've just seen a couple patterns. You've seen personal and indefinite pronouns. You've seen personal pronouns and helping verbs. You've seen main verbs. You've seen nouns, adjectives, and adverbs. I don't know whether you did question words. We won't talk about that for the moment. But demonstratives, you've just seen demonstratives, haven't you? Every word in unity is part of a pattern. And you can use that pattern to teach the icon sequences and to give your students a kind of implicit sense of the structure in English. Okay, now, core vocabulary is valuable for teaching literacy. I don't know how many of you have encountered word walls in elementary schools, but what's on those word walls? Core vocabulary. And so when you're talking to teachers about core vocabulary, let them know how important it is in literacy. Now, we're going to go to the Reader's Theater and then Dulce words. Reader's Theaters are little theatrical skits you act out. And look, the top 100 words are 50% of the total words used in Reader's Theater, and they're all core. They're all core. Okay, and now here is the Dulce list. For those of you not in education, the Dulce list was first published in 1927, and it's now used in teaching reading. These are the words kids need to know by the end of the 3rd grade. Look at them. Always around, because, been, before, best, both. You know, I don't know that cat. You know, that's not a core word, but it's not a bad word. You know what I mean? You can always add a word. Cold, does, don't, fast, first, 5, found, gave, goes, green. These are core. They're all in unity. And the Dulce words. Okay, now,